Hey AV Clubbers, it's time for another Game of Thrones DVR Club. I'm your senior editor, John Teti, and I'm here with my Game of Thrones buddy,
Katie Rife, that's me.
Katie, are you ready to talk about Sons of the Harpy, this week's episode?
I'm ready.
You're ready?
I'm
okay,
ready.
Good, because the camera's rolling and everything. Everybody's here. Well, let's get straight into our top storylines. We've got this heated conflict in two capitals. So, what's going on in King's Landing, first of all?
Well, in King's Landing, Cersei has deputized the High Sparrow, and he and his little sparrows are
They sound so cute.
Yeah, they sound adorable, but they're really into killing people for moral crimes.
I mean, the irony of Cersei enlisting these religious fanatics who, you know, apparently have these strict sexual morals as well, is that
she's got a secret.
She does. She has a little bit of a sexual history herself, right?
Yes.
I don't know where the sparrows come down on incest.
I'm pretty sure they're against it. But Cersei's delusional enough to think that no one would ever dare accuse her. She's the queen mother, you know?
Yeah.
She thinks she's above reproach. And maybe she ain't.
Even though the cousin that she also was having sex with is one of the sparrows,
Yeah.
right? And then on the other side of the world, we've got another sort of quasi-religious, fanatical uprising, let's say, right?
This is more of like a class warfare kind of thing. It's some leftover tensions from before Daenerys swooped in and freed all the slaves.
Yeah, the Sons of the Harpy pretty much stab everyone.
Everyone.
No one is left unstabbed.
We were saying earlier that the foley artists were very busy on this episode. They were just stabbing melons and breaking celery just all over the place.
A lot of fruit died for this.
A lot of fruit died for this episode.
One of the problems I had with this storyline here is that I just don't care that much about Grey Worm, the Unsullied, who was really at the focus of that fighting at the end. Yeah, I could never really get into that.
The Unsullied, like, they're very one-dimensional characters.
I prepared a potent quotable for you. Yeah. Do you want to sample it?
Oh, please.
Okay, I'll let you have some too. My potent quotable comes from Littlefinger, who's a font of potent quotes, and he says to Sansa,
"He's a dangerous man, but even the most dangerous men can be outmaneuvered. And you've learned to maneuver from the very best."
There's a lot of layers to this line for me, because he's sort of pumping Sansa up and telling her to be strong while he's away, and you can tell it convinces her, and it convinces me. Like, this is a good pep talk.
Yeah.
Feels like maybe he's being outmaneuvered here.
I don't know if he's being outmaneuvered, is that he failed to anticipate something. There's an angle that he didn't think of.
Well, he's been called back to King's Landing, right? And he's headed into a trap, but he doesn't seem to think so.
Right. Well, yeah, that's true. That's the outmaneuvering.
Oh, what were you thinking about?
Well, I was thinking about how he doesn't seem to know that he is dropping Sansa off to get tortured for another season. He doesn't seem to realize that when it is very obvious to the folks at home that is what's going on.
Okay, that's a great point, though, is that he's not so sure about this Sansa situation, and maybe it doesn't matter, because he seems to think that Stannis is going to come down and save the day, save Sansa's day at least, right? But then he's headed to King's Landing on orders of Cersei, and doesn't seem like he realizes he's headed into a trap there.
That's true.
Kitty, can we move along to, let's call it one of the more dehumanizing aspects of this episode?
I mean, if you want.
Maybe. We'll see what you think, which is all the fighting, in a segment we're calling Fighting Words, because we couldn't come up with anything better. So I want to talk about two main fights and fight scenes in this episode. There's the one on the beach in Dorne, and then there's the one at the end where the Sons of the Harpy meet up with the Unsullied.
Right.
Now, I loved this first fight scene. What did you think of Jamie's one-handed sword fighting?
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I do have to say, I don't really watch Game of Thrones for the fight scenes, do you?
No, I don't. I don't watch Game of Thrones for the fight scenes. I watch it for, the maneuvering and scheming, and I watch it for the fantasy elements. That's what I like about it.
I guess maybe I just like when it's a show about maneuvering, and Jamie has to do some pretty clever maneuvering in this fight, huh?
Sure, yeah.
But I did not sense a lot of maneuvering, and I found it very tiresome, actually, this closing scene.
The wholesale slaughter?
The wholesale slaughter. I mean, it's not that I object to fight fight scenes, but just I got so tired of the stabbing and viscera and blood everywhere.
Yeah, the guts and the gore. It almost seems like HBO, they feel obligated, like they have to put all this gratuitous gore and brothel scenes and stuff like that in the show, but after a certain point, it seems like pandering to me.
You're not adding anything with the 25th stab through the heart here.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed.
Premium cable, we get it.
Katie, we now find ourselves at Speculation Corner. We
Here
always
again.
seem to end up here. And, but you are not really speculating because, not that the show follows the books exactly, but you have read the books. So you're going to pose some quizzers to me, and I'm going to speculate. Okay, so
all right.
hit me with
So we got this whole thing with Cersei. She's going to try to use them. You know, she already arrested Marjorie's brother, and so she's going to try to use the Sparrows and their moral stance to get back at the Tyrells. So do you think it's going to work?
I think that it's going to work to a degree. I mean, it feels like she's consolidated this power. She's surprised, I think, the Tyrells by consolidating her power so quickly and ruthlessly with these religious fanatics. But I also think that there's this root hypocrisy of she's not the most morally clean person herself.
Right, she's got some skeletons in her closet.
I feel this already spiraling out of her. I can feel it spiraling out of her control pretty easily. What else should I speculate on, Katie?
Well, how do you think things are going to play out with Daenerys?
Okay, so another crisis for Daenerys. I bet it's going to be another crisis where Daenerys has to decide whether to respond with force or whether
with justice.
Or with calm justice. Oh my God. That's how every Daenerys crisis is. You know what I want? I just can't wait for Tyrion to get there because then there's going to be some sparks. I am excited for Tyrion to get to Marine.
That's going to be awesome.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Now, Katie, we're out of screeners now, so I don't know if Game of Thrones DVR Club, I don't know how it's going to continue, but we're going to try to come back before the end of the season and talk about it some more. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
For Katie, I'm John Teti. So long for now.
Bye.